morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Japheth Anderson, and today we are going to look at the methods of infiltration. In our last lesson, we talked about the various common malware attacks. If you haven't watched the video, kindly do so that you may be up to date and follow through this series of cybersecurity. Today we are going to look at the methods of infiltration. What do hackers use, or those malicious attackers, what do they use to gain access to our systems? How do they manipulate the system or us in order to gain access into our system and expose our confidential information, or rather gain access to confidential information? The first method that you're going to look at is something we call the social engineering. Social engineering is the manipulation of people into performing a certain action. Uh, it's like a rogue psychologist, in terms of he tries to manipulate the individual into performing, not in the attempt to help him or her like a psychologist, but in attempt to perform a certain action that is going to help the attacker to gain access to his or her confidential information. Maybe it may be his or her confidential information, or the company's confidential information. Is the act of manipulation. You just manipulate people for your own selfish gain, which is not a good thing, which is the opposite of what the psychologists do, which they study the behavior of people and try to help them. But in this case, this social engineer, he uses the manipulation tactics. He studies the behavior of people, not in attempt to help them, but in attempt to manipulate them towards performing a certain action that is going to expose the company or the individual. Next, we are going to look at something we call the pretexting. Pretexting, this is when an attacker calls an individual and lies to them in an attempt to gain access to privileged information. This is where you call a company, or rather you call somebody, you pretend to be somebody else. For example, you call the customer care of a company and you pretend to be the manager. It's like you pretend that you have forgotten something, and you like the customer care to assist you, but in real sense you're lying to that customer care. Your intention is not to be helped, but your intention is to gain privilege data from the customer care. So it's like calling the customer care, pretending to be somebody else, and you're lying to them so that you may gain a privilege data. So you need to be careful. You need to authenticate on the caller. If you're working in the customer care, you need to authenticate. Are you really who you say you are, and what proves that you are the person that you claim to be? By doing that due diligence, that's how you are able to prevent yourself from being conned, or from your data being stolen from you or from the company. Next, we have the tailgating. Tailgating, this is when an attacker quickly follows an unauthorized person into a secure physical location. It's like following somebody quickly through a facility which is secure. Of course, he or she has the required credentials to enter into the building, but you don't. So what do? You wait for him or her next to that door. Then when she or he opens, you quickly follow him or her, so that you may also gain access to the facility before the door closes. That is what we call tailgating. Those are the methods that we have, and there are more others, but those are the major ones. and I would like you to go and do more research on the same, so that you may know what are these methods that the attacker uses to infiltrate your systems or your devices that are online. Thank you for your attention. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do so. If this video was helpful to you, kindly subscribe and like this video, so that you may help me to continue making more videos on cyber security. Well, kindly check my videos uh, that I have previously created on cyber security for more knowledge and expansion of skill in terms of cyber security. More videos are coming up. Kindly follow through the playlist, so that you may gain more understanding on cyber security. Thank you. I'm signing out. See you next time. Stay safe. Bye for now.